in this example 3, we'll see how to add rational expressions with unlike denominators. So we'll see how finding the LCD will be useful. So first of all, you factor each denominator. You're trying to find the LCM, or least common multiple, between the denominators. That is also called the least common denominator. This is actually the way that it shows up as the menu in your TI-84 calculator, LCD. So we can see that the least common denominator, it'll be x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 2. And now that we have that, we can add the denominators as we did before. And if we distribute or multiply and combine like terms at the top, then we ended up with our expression x plus 4 over x plus 1 times x minus 2. Just be careful here that for all the terms that you simplified, you have to keep in mind that you can do that as always, as always, and as long as the number for which you are dividing is not 0. So that's your final answer. Let's see if we can move this out of the way so that you can see the answer. And so with that idea, it's not too much more to do, but start practicing, please. Once again, I'm thinking that factorization will be the key here. So after you try it a few seconds, minutes, check your answer. Do the same with the last one. And now let's check example 4 for a subtraction, which is not going to be that different. You will see the same exact ideas going on. So for the difference, you always again start like factorizing the denominators and finding the LCM, or least common denominator, LCD. So the LCD is x minus 8 times x plus 2 times x plus 4. Then write each one of the fractions like with the denominator LCD. So because this one is missing x plus 4, we multiply by x plus 4, top and bottom of the fraction. And same thing here. We were missing, we had the blue and the green, we were missing the red, so we multiplied top and bottom by the red binomial, or the binomial in red. So now that we have same denominators, we combine them, this case, first numerator minus second denominator, that's what you see. And you need to multiply those two, that's what you get. And you're now trying to eliminate the parentheses, so there is a negative. Don't forget to multiply times each one of the terms. That only means that each term will change its sign. So the x squared that was positive inside the parentheses will be now negative because you're multiplying by -1. Negative 7x will become positive. Negative 8 will become positive. And if you combine like terms, your answer will finally be, look at how we are factoring again the top part of the fraction. That's 12 times x plus 1. But that is not a common factor, so there is nothing to simplify. And our final answer is this last fraction. That's that rational expression there. Notice that at some point, um, we are talking about x plus 4 over x plus 4, so x has to be different from negative 4 for us to be able to do that, because we cannot multiply by 0 top and bottom fraction. That'll be something that doesn't exist in math. And because we multiplied by x minus 8, that can never be 0. So we need to exclude that number. And of course, since the beginning, well, we had also x plus 2, so none of the factors in the denominators in the LCD could be ever be 0. So that's why you're excluding those numbers. All right, so now let's practice and check your answers. And that's it, people.